Hi there, James Savage, equipment editor at National Club Golfer, down here at Moralton in Leeds, but I've just got back from visiting TaylorMade down at their headquarters in Basingstoke, and I've been learning all about their new P730 irons. Now, you'll have first seen these irons in the bag of Rory McIlroy with his Rors Proto irons. Later then we saw Justin Rose with the Rose Proto, and even more recently we've seen Dustin Johnson trying to get dialed into these. But the actual club is the P730, and TaylorMade are now bringing these clubs out to the members of the public. Now, why would TaylorMade be bringing out a club that they've designed specifically for some of the best players in the world? Well, some guys just really like that pure, forged, bladed type of iron. You're not going to get the forgiveness levels that you're going to get with some of TaylorMade's other clubs, but they are going to look sensational, and why wouldn't you want to be using the same clubs as Rory McIlroy? So I caught up with Tomo. He's their head of irons, head of iron creation at TaylorMade, and he told me a little bit more about the tech and a little bit more about how they got Rory McIlroy, Justin Rose and Dustin Johnson, sort of fitted into these irons.
The whole project of building a new muscle back and building a new blade iron for us started several years ago. As soon as we kind of launched the last ones in the end of 2013, we already had our sights set on the next one. And the challenge with this is you're really designing this club for very few people. Ultimately, the people that you're trying to satisfy with this kind of club is the top guys on tour, and those are essentially the customers for this product. So we worked a lot with Dustin Johnson and with Justin Rose, especially at the beginning of this process. Obviously, towards the end, when you saw the Rors Protos, we had started working with Rory and getting feedback from him on what he liked in terms of the design, blade lengths, offsets, things like that, that we were able to incorporate into our design that was already obviously well underway at that stage. It really suits those three players. Ultimately, those are the guys we're going for in terms of our staffers who are playing this product, and ultimately that's really what consumers are going to be able to buy when this is out in the market. Having seen Rory play a little bit more recently, I mean, his ball striking is incredible. And then Justin is just such a kind of a robotic golfer. Like his swing looks identical every time. He is so into the details of his move and everything else. But they all have their own style. The level to which they work the ball is pretty similar. They all like to kind of hit it pretty straight, but then always have kind of a go-to, just a slight draw, a slight fade when they need it on command, which is kind of a typical thing of a blade player as well. They're all very opinionated about their clubs for sure. I mean, they all have very specific requirements of what it does, and part of the challenge in making this set is making one set that works for slightly different tastes, and you're not going to hit 100% of everybody's requirements in every single regard, and it's almost like you got to make something that's kind of a blend of all their needs. But ultimately, if you're a blade guy, you like that low inertia. They've all said that they like kind of this the workability that we have in our original MB, how the sole goes through the turf, and that's all been kind of a common thing. As soon as it's out there and one player has them, there is a bit of a, I'd like to try those too, and can I get a set? And obviously in this instance, we didn't really have other sets available at the beginning. It was literally just the Rory set. It's tough, but ultimately you do need that feedback a little bit earlier before you finalize everything. So having them in the hands of the best players in the world is part of the process that we have to go through. The world's best players are the people who need the performance of what this kind of iron brings. It's not, for them, it's not an ego thing, or it's not a sort of, that's what I'm used to. It's more of that's the performance that they want. They want a very low inertia club head that's very workable. And every tour player is even different. Some players on tour want more inertia in their club, and they play clubs like the 770s, and then you get guys like Sergio, Jason, and John Rahm who play the 750s and love that kind of blend of a little bit of forgiveness with a lot of workability. And so kind of as you look into the general market, there are always going to be golfers who either aspire to play a blade, and they feel like that's kind of the ultimate sign of achievement in terms of what your golf equipment says about you. Obviously, with that being a very also smaller club head and low inertia, it's going to give excellent feedback as well. So younger players who are trying to become professionals and things like that, they're going to actually benefit from playing blades, because that's going to give them the most feedback to become better ball strikers. So I think there's benefits too, and a lot of golf is personalities. It's how you feel about your game, what you like to look at as well. It's not necessarily just about your score. So we are going to see I think a decent amount of demand for these in the market as well.
Okay, so TaylorMade P730. Couldn't really get anyone better to tell us all about them than TaylorMade's head of irons. And I'm sure you agree, they look absolutely stunning. They've got bags of shelf appeal, and like I say, it is a bit of an interesting one why TaylorMade have decided to bring this product out, but they told me that, you know, once they, you know, people started seeing these clubs in the bags of Rory McIlroy and Dustin Rose, they were like, when can I get some? So there is a market there. I think it's a small market in terms of players that are actually good enough to hit these. You know, you've got to be a really good ball striker to get the best out of these clubs. But like I say, they look fantastic. Some people just like looking down at that pure sort of blade style, you know, and then they're going to love that forged feel as well. So we're really interested to see what you see what you think about the P730. Post your comments below whether you like the look of these, or you think you're going to give them a try. If you think there might be one that's going to be a good one for you. Post your comments below, let us know why. If you've got any questions about the specifications, SRPs, you know, shaft options, again, just ask us a question below, and we'll get back to you straight away. So yeah, P730, I think we might see a few more of these out on tour as well, when you know, some of the other TaylorMade players say, well, Rory's got some, Rose has got some, and DJ's got some, I want some as well. So we'll keep an eye on that for you, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed those videos. These videos are shot down at Moralton Golf Club. It's a beautiful 27-hole golf course here in Yorkshire. If you want to come and join us in the shack, come down. We can do lessons, we can do custom fitting. We've also got a lovely shop here, professional shop, with lots of quality stock. If you can't get here, have a look on our website, jwgolf.co.uk. Lots of stock available on there. Or if you've got any questions and you want to just drop me an email, my email address is james@jwgolf.co.uk.